a restful, comfortable position. Let your body be supported and held. Get all your wiggles out, like get your the restlessness out of your body. Maybe make a couple fists or squeeze your feet and ankles and then release. And so from this book, Relax and Renew, Restful Yoga for Stressful Times, there's a chapter that says stress begins with a physiological response to what your body-mind perceives as life-threatening. For our ancestors, this may have been defending against the aggression of a hungry animal. For modern-day humans, this may be living with the fear of losing a job and a sagging economy, or the health crisis of a family member, or this current health crisis that we are in, this uncharted territory of isolation during this pandemic. Whatever the stressor, the mind alerts the body that danger is present. In response, the adrenal glands located above the kidneys secrete hormones. These adrenaline and non-adrenaline hormones act upon the autonomic nervous system as the body prepares for fight or flight. Heart rate, blood pressure, mental alertness, and muscle tension are increased. The adrenal hormones cause metabolic changes that make energy stores available to each cell, and the body begins to sweat. The body also shuts down systems that are not a priority in the immediacy of the moment, including digestion, elimination, growth, repair, and reproduction. To our detriment, modern people are often unable to resolve our stress directly, like running, like our old self used to be able to like fight for survival. We don't have that here often. So we live in a chronically stressed state. The adrenals continue to pump stress hormones the body does not benefit from because the digestion and elimination systems are slowed down. Even sleep is disturbed by this agitated state. So the antidote to stress is relaxation. To relax is to rest deeply, and this rest is different from sleep. Deep states of sleep include periods of dreaming, which increase muscular tension, as well as other physiological signs of tension. Relaxation, however, is a state in which there is no movement, no effort, and the brain is quiet. So right here, really allowing your body to relax into this supported, restful position. Notice the gentle inhale and exhale moving through your body. And let every breath take you into a deeper state of relaxation. Your body and your mind find stillness. Deeply restorative. Rest is deeply restorative. And learning to relax is at the heart of living well. Allow each breath to take you a little bit deeper into that state of relaxation, from your skin to your bones. This pose right here, it's called basic relaxation pose, is the practice of deliberate stillness. And quiet the big movements of the body, which gives you entrance to a rich inner landscape. See if you can notice your heart beating and the blood moving through your veins. Maybe there's gurgling sounds in your abdomen. Notice your mind. Is it jumping from thought to thought, from past to future? Is it resisting stillness? Just cultivating right here the habit of paying attention, of noticing what you notice. And see if you can scan through your body and notice where you're holding tension, or strain, or fear. And consciously release those areas through the light of your awareness. Just coming into harmony right here with your body's natural rhythms and ways. And take a long, slow, gentle inhalation through your nose. Follow it. And then a long, slow, deep exhalation through your nose. And repeat, just watching the breath as it comes in and out of your body. It's this smooth, gentle, rhythmic breath, this thread of life moving through you. Releasing any pockets of tension, strain, stress, fear, or worry. Allowing yourself this time right now to cultivate stillness. Notice the pull towards movement, the pull towards distraction and thought, and shine the light of your awareness. Come back to stillness, back to stillness. Let the outer body be still, as difficult as it may be. Just let yourself be still right here. Not asleep, but wide awake to your experience, wide awake to what you feel, what you notice. Each breath moving in and moving out. Just watching the ebb and flow, noticing your heartbeat, the blood moving through your veins, noticing sounds, sensations, feelings, thoughts. Just watch them come and watch them go. Nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to change. Right here, it's just allowing yourself to really drop into stillness. That place of healing, of restoration, of recovery, of release, releasing stress, releasing tension, letting it wash out on every exhale, letting go. What are you holding? What don't you need to be holding? What's not serving you? Making space for something new, making space for your life force to be rejuvenated rather than depleted. A couple more precious moments right here, dropping deeper with every breath, fully relaxing. It's called a relaxation pose, basic relaxation pose, just letting your body relax. Your bones, your muscles, your thoughts, letting go of worries, fears, tension, stress. Letting it go with every exhale. From here, you'll gently gather your knees up into your chest. Take your time. Maybe hold a knee in each hand, rock side to side. Keep your knees together and draw a small circle. So you're holding onto your knees, just small circles, one direction. In the other direction, knees together, circling around your sacrum. And then open your arms out wide. You can cactus or bend the elbows if you don't have the space, or arms out wide, palms down. Let your knees fall to the left. Take them together to the left. Knees in line with your hips. Keep your right shoulder on the floor. Turn your gaze to the right. You can hold on to the right leg with your left hand if you like. You don't have to. You can stay where you are without holding. And still watching your breath, like really staying connected to that thread of breath moving through you. Your breath will always tell you if you're holding tension. And see if you can release that. Let the exhale be a little longer than the inhale. Very good. On your next inhale, come back to the top, and you'll just gently switch your legs to the other side. You can take your time. Just know there's no hurry. Let none of your actions or movements be hurried today. Be intentional, creating that intention to what you're doing, that aim. Now you take aim, and then right here, turn your head to the left, knees to the right, simple abdominal twist. Feel the rise and fall of the belly. Breathe into the side of the body, the rib cage, like the ribs as if they're bars. And every time you breathe, you're expanding and opening the space between the bars of your ribs. Keeping the air, the prana, the life force moving through you, not getting stuck. Nothing stuck. Gentle movement, just from simple breathing. In the stillness, you feel the movement. In the stillness, you feel the rise and fall. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Draw your knees into your chest. And if it's comfortable, you'll take a roll along the spine. You rock back and all the way up. Rock back, all the way up. Do that a few times. Rock. Yeah, keep rocking. Pull the pit of the belly in. Yeah, good. And then you'll come all the way up and over onto your hands and knees and sit back into child's pose. And here, if you need, you can put a blanket between your thighs and your calves, or you can put a pillow under your chest if you want to be more supported here. Totally fine. Or drop your forehead to the floor and extend your arms out for child's pose. You can allow for each breath to be longer than the one before. Each breath longer than the one before. Keep your attention here, just right here on this breath. Good, and then come to your hands and knees. Move into downward facing dog. So you can take your hands forward about one hand length, tuck your toes under, and then lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And then I always walk my feet back a little bit or out a little bit, or add some movement when I first get here. And if you don't want to be weight bearing on your arms today, you can be in puppy pose with your knees down, arms extended and forehead resting gently on the floor. But if you're in downward dog, you can have that gentle movement, pedaling your legs or moving side to side. Making any adjustments your body needs. Warming up the joints from the wrist to the elbows, shoulders, to the hips, knees, ankles, feet. Pull the pit of the belly in and up, breathing, that steady breath, right? Even in the movement, finding stillness. Even in the movement, finding stillness. Good, take one more breath. And then go ahead and walk your feet to your hands, stepping to the front of your mat. Come into forward fold, ragdoll forward fold. So the hinges from the tops of your thighs Good, Linda. You can hold on to your elbow points if that feels okay. Let your head relax, drop your head. Really press and root down evenly through your feet. Right? Finding the foundation of your pose here at your feet. Maybe you lift your 10 toes, spread your 10 toes. Yep, stamp the center of each heel down, ball of the big toe down. Nice, Sylvia. You can bend the knees so the chest comes closer to the thighs. Let your head drop, Jake, if you can. Yeah, good. Let your hips sway forward towards the toes, just a touch. Yeah, good. So the spine gets even longer. And know that the moment you want out is really the moment it begins. The moment you want out, it's the moment the pose begins. Bring your hands to your hips here. Point your elbows to the ceiling and then press down into your feet, rise up to stand. Good, and then extend your arms up towards the ceiling above you. Spin your pinky fingers in. From your pelvis down, get rooted, grounded, and from the pelvis up, lift. Maybe take your eyes up between your palms. And then bring your hands to your heart center and arms down by your side, mountain pose. And just notice, right? Typical posture is a little bit forward, right? Shoulders forward, head forward, rounded through the low back. So really try to find this posture that feels like lifted and upright, chest open, connected, grounded, right? Every pose is a variation of this pose, mountain. Okay, tiny bend in the knees so you're not locking your joints. Good, and then we'll flow through some sun salutations right here. On your inhale, reach up, stretch up, look up. In your exhale, forward fold, you can swan dive or hands through your heart center, bow. Okay to bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can rest on your shins or fingers to the floor, but pull the front wall of the chest forward. And then step back to a plank position. High push-up. Walk your feet back. I'm just gonna hold this. And this could be kneeling, right? Kneeling plank. But you're organizing from the extremities, from feet and hands, into your core. Pull into your center line. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, you'll lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. And you can be from knees or straight legs. Lower down. And then point your toes behind you. Come into Sphinx pose. Bring your forearms to the mat. And you walk your elbows forward. And puff up the chest so the front wall of the chest moves forward. Shoulders press back. And point your toes, legs active. Finding the balance of effort and ease, looking for the stillness. Even in the challenge of any pose, you're finding stillness. Good, and then you'll lower down. Bring your hands back under your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and press up and back to downward dog. Go up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Pull your hips to the sky. Or puppy pose. You can be on your knees, arms forward if that feels better today, or child's pose. And take one more breath in. Empty it out. Look forward and bring your feet to your hands. You can hop or walk up your mat. And then halfway lift, inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your head, soften in. Hands to your hips, press down through the heels, rise up to stand. Take your arms up overhead, extended mountain. Bring your hands to your heart and return to Tadasana. Find your posture, right? Chin back, shoulders back, ribs in. Inhale, extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. This time, keep your hands where they are for cobra. Point your toes, feel the chest up. Good. And then lower back down, tuck your toes under, press up and back to downward facing dog, or puppy pose, or child's pose. Wherever you are, really listening to and watching the ebb and flow of breath, of your breath, in this downward dog, this never been before downward dog. Take a full breath in. Breathe out. Hi, Savvy. Look forward. Bring your feet to your hands. You can hop or step or tiptoe. Nice. Halfway lift. Good. Flat back. Lengthen. Exhale. Forward fold. Press down into your feet. Inhale. Reach up. Extended mountain. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Arms down by your side. Tadasana. Do that one more time. Inhale. Reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Inhale there. Exhale, lower. You can come halfway down this time, chaturanga, or to your belly. Stay with cobra or maybe upward dog. Upward dog, legs are up, shoulders back, crown stacked, straight up. And then downward facing dog, holding your hips up and back. Or child's pose, or puppy pose. There's so much power in choices and listening to your body. Listening to the sound of your breath. Pin your deltoids to your back, shoulders back. Take a full breath in, good. Breathe out, look forward. Bring your feet to your hands. It could be a hop, step, nice tree step, halfway lift, pull the chest forward, good. Forward fold, bow. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows to the sky, inhale, rise up, reach up, extended mountain. Bring your hands to your heart center, and then Tadasana. Good, right here, you're gonna take a step back with your left foot. Take your left foot and step it way back. Come into some standing poses. So you'll square your hips towards the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips for warrior one. You'll bend the right knee and then straighten the right leg. Do that 3 times. Bend and straighten. Good, next time bend. Hold it and you give a tiny pull of the right hip back, left hip forward and zip up the back leg. Good, Ginger, you got it. And then reach up. Put your arms up. Pull your jawbone back towards the neck. Floating ribs in. Looking to create a right angle with that right leg. Good, take one more breath. Nice, Mac. And then you'll bring your hands down to your hips. Lean forward and step forward. Left foot to right. Nice, and then take the right foot, step it back. Your hands on your hips. And just bend and straighten that left leg a couple times. Moving down, moving in, and moving out. You can always adjust your stance. The next time you bend, you'll hold it. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, pit of the belly in, and then reach up. Take one more breath. Bring your hands to your hips, lean forward, step forward, right foot to left. Good. Take a step back with your left foot again. This time you'll open it up to warrior two. So turn to face the long edge of the mat. And then, bring your hands to your hips right here and bend and straighten the right leg about 3 times. Down and up. Yeah, so you're looking to keep the knee on track with the middle toe. The next time you bend your knee, hold it there. Bring your hands to prayer, thumbs to your heart. Take your shoulders straight back. So squeeze the shoulder blades together at the upper back, then open the arms out. Good, and then if it's comfortable, you turn your head to look right. And sit a little deeper into the right leg, but with the left arm, pull back a hair. Good, and then straighten your right leg, relax your arms. Let's just switch here. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes to the back, hands to your hips. Excuse me, and then bend and straighten the left leg. Go down and up. You want to really squeeze the left glute muscles under, and you're nudging the left knee left. So it's creating these long, lean, strong muscles. And then come down and hold. Hands to prayer. Pull your shoulders straight back, belly button in, and then open the arms up. Good. Pin the shoulders back, bend the left knee more, and maybe you look out over the left hand. You kind of look right, either at it, or I like to look through my hand. Sit a little deeper, and then go ahead and straighten the left leg. Turn your feet to parallel, hands to your hips, lift up into your chest here, and then hinge forward. Bow forward, wide leg forward fold. Set your hands to the floor, reach the crown of your head towards the floor. A block is nice to place underneath the crown. Right here, if you want your head to rest on something. It's okay to bend the knees. If you're really stiff or tight, yeah, Fred, bend your knees till your hands touch the floor. Bend more. Good. Good. Then you straighten-ish, or pull the hips up, but keep the hands on the ground. Nice job. Take one more breath. And then bring your hands to your hips, and with a nice flat back, come up to stand. Work, turn your right toes to face forward. Step your left foot to meet your right, so you're back at the front of your mat. Bring your arms down to standing in mountain pose. All right, we're gonna link some of that together, the standing poses with the sun salutation. So we're gonna create a flow here. So from the front of your mat, bring your feet to parallel or together, it's up to you. Bend your knees, chair pose. You can touch the floor, and then reach your arms up to the sky. And then forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, high plank. Stay there, hold it for a breath. Exhale, low plank or to the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra or sphinx pose. Exhale, downward dog or tabletop, hands and knees. Lift your right leg to the sky behind you. It can be from tabletop or down dog. Step or help your right foot forward to your right hand. Spin the left foot flat. Reach up, warrior one. Good, open to warrior two. Turn your right palm to the sky, reverse your warrior, go back, so open the right side of the lungs. Right side. And then side angle warrior, set your right forearm to your thigh, left arm to the sky. Turn the front wall of your chest, your heart space towards the ceiling more. Maybe look up to your left hand if that feels okay on your neck. And tuck your hips under, like you're pressing your hips towards the wall you're looking at, hips to the left. Press your shoulders back to the wall behind you. Good, Cheryl, one more big breath in, deep, deep breath. And then look down, bring your hands to the mat. You'll step back, high plank, low plank. You can use your knees, or to the floor you go. Upward dog or cobra, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Lift your left leg to the sky. It could be from tabletop or downward dog. Left leg up. Step or help your left foot to your left hand. Spin the right foot flat. Come up, warrior one. Good, open to warrior two. You're facing the left side of the mat. Flip your left palm up, reverse your warrior, take it up and back. Open through the left side of the body. And then side angle or right angle warrior. Set your left forearm to your left thigh or the floor, right arm up. Pull the pit of the belly away from the front thigh, roll open, expand through the chest, expand through the upper back. Maybe look up. And then look down, plant your hands, step back, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog or child's pose. And you just want to see what it is you see from your skin in, listening, looking, noticing your breath. Remembering that resting pose, that stillness, cultivating stillness even right here. Nice, Jan. Take a full breath in. Empty it all the way out. Bring your feet to your hands. You can hop, step, tiptoe. Good, Vicky. Halfway lift, flat back. Forward fold, just let it go. Stay there. You can bring your peace fingers to your big toes, possibly. And then halfway lift, palms face each other. Good, bend your elbows, forward fold. Peace fingers, big toes, forward fold. If you can't grab your feet, it's okay to hold your ankles. It's okay to take you wide, like my feet really wide right here. And spin your inner ankles and your inner thighs backwards to the wall behind you and sway your hips forward, just a touch. Hips forward over the toes. Drop your head. Release your toes. Bring your hands to your hips. Squeeze your legs. Inhale, come up to stand. So I'm going to use your legs. And then reach up, big stretch, the whole body. And bring your hands to your heart and arms down by your sides. Good job. You're going to bring your feet about hip width and lift and spread your 10 toes. And then lay the toes down, bring your arms out in front, and you'll lift your heels coming up to the balls of your feet. And just hold, balance. Good, set your heels down, float the arms down, roll your shoulders up and back a couple times. Good, go the other direction, forward. And then take your shoulders up and let them drop. Up, let them drop. One more time, up, let them drop, just letting it all go, shake it out. And then you'll bring your weight over into your left foot, bring your left hand to your left hip. You'll lift your right knee and catch it in your right hand. So keep the right hip down. It's going to want to go up. Let it come down. And then open the right knee out to the right. Good, Mom. Yeah, really find roots. It's okay to hold on to something. If you want to hold on to a chair, or a couch, or a wall, that's fine. Now bring it back to center. Listen carefully. You're going to take your left hand and hold your right knee. And then take your right arm and reach it behind you, twisting your abdomen to the right. Just a gentle twist. Drop the right hip down a little. Lift the crown of your head up a little. Good work. Come back to center. Set your right foot next to your left. Take a little twist. Nice and easy. Come back to center, Tadasana, standing mountain. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Lift your left knee, catch your knee. chin. I keep the foot flexed, so pull the toes back, foot's active. And then open it to the left. Maybe you look right. It's okay to reach out with the right arm too. That could be a nice counterbalance. Zip up from the floor, from the extremities, pull in and up. And come back to center. Switch hands. So you'll hold the left knee with the right hand. Reach the left arm back behind you, turning your abdomen to the left. And roots, grow roots. Find stability, finding Tadasana, your mountain pose here, good posture, chin back, shoulders back. Bring it back to center. Set your left foot down next to your right. Take that little twist side to side. And then the next two, we're going to do two combination again. This one will be airplane to half moon. So this is where blocks come in handy for half moon. You'll want to block in front of your left foot. Right, so the block will go in front and to the left of the left foot just a little bit. If you have it, water bottle works too. If you don't, you can use your fingers. Fingers are fun. So bring your arms down by your side, starting in mountain pose. Draw your jaw back. Floating ribs in, find your center, and then you'll take the right leg and slide it back and hinge forward into airplane. You keep everything the same, really using and utilizing the muscles on the back of the body. So your right glutes strong, shoulder blades pressing towards the center line. See what you see, look at one spot on the floor in front of you. And then bring your hands to heart center. And here's where you reach the left arm down to your block or 5 fingertips at the floor. And then peel the right hip open. Try to stack the right hip on the left. Press out through the right heel a lot. And then reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. You can have a wall behind you here. If you want to be at a wall, you can have the wall behind you. Great place to use a wall. You can take the right leg a little higher, maybe a lot higher. Reach even higher, like you're finding your fullest expression right here this morning. Good job. Forward fold. Bring the right foot to the left. Bow forward. Let yourself sway gently side to side or bend your knees. And then bring your hands to your hips, elbows to the sky, come all the way up to stand. Now reach up, let's go extended mountain, stretch up. And then bring your hands to your heart, arms by your side. Move the block in front of your right foot, so in front and a little bit to the right foot. Or a chair is great, or come to, you can have a wall near the right side of your body too, is another possibility. Okay, other side, this time root through the right foot, slide the left toes back, and airplane, come forward. Squeeze your left glute muscles. Breathe here, breathing in, breathing out. Bring your hands to heart center. Reach your right fingertips down to the block or the floor, 5 fingers. Now our chair, and open up to the left. You open your abdomen, you open your heart space. You're opening your hamstrings and your hips. Strengthening, these are glute strengtheners right here. Activating the muscles in the glutes. Press out through your left heel, take it up another inch or 2. Expand from the center of your chest out, find ease. Remember, the moment you went out is when it begins. Stay, breathe, empowering yourself, whole life right here. And forward fold, let it go. And sway gently side to side. Bring your hands to your hips, point your elbows to the ceiling. Inhale, rise up, reach up, extended mountain. And bring your hands to heart center. Good, last one, tree. You'll root through the left leg and lift your right foot, and you can hold the ankle and help it to the inner left thigh, or the foot can just be placed wherever it lands, above or below the knee, hopefully. And then press your shoulders back, so total body integration right here. Integrating from your skin into the bones. If you'd like to reach up, you can reach up. Total body integration right here. Watching the ebb and flow of your breath. Nice job, good catch, Jake. And then bring your hands to your heart. Set your right foot next to your left, 2 feet on the floor. Turn to mountain pose. Your center, your ground zero. And then we get the other side, root through the right foot. Lift the left, you can hold the ankle and help it to the inner right thigh. A gentle press of the foot into the leg into the foot. Shoulders press back, expand the chest. Yeah, and then any arms. Maybe you want cactus arms today. Or on this side. Be right where you are. You lift a little higher, root deeper, maybe go up and back, finding an edge, a new edge of growth, transformation occurs there, finding someplace new. Nice, Nicole. Good, Katie, and then hands to heart center. Set your left foot down next to your right. Bring your arms down to Tadasana, coming back to the front of your mat if you've wandered. You'll take a big breath in, reach up, look up. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Then step it back to a high plank. Good, and then lower all the way down onto your belly. And stretch your arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead to the floor. And on your next inhale, you'll lift your right arm and your left leg. You just lift, and you can lift the head but look down. Get really long through your fingers, your toes of your back foot. Good, and then lower it down. Take a breath. On your next inhale, lift your left arm and your right leg. The opposites. Getting long, spreading your fingers, reach through your back toes. Good, and then lower all the way down. You can set your forehead back to the floor, pause. And then on your next inhale, lift both arms and both legs. Lift up and fly. Looking straight down. Lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling. Lift your thighs up off the ground. Building some heat, strength in the back of the body. And then lower all the way down. Rest your forehead. Take a breath. Slide your palms back underneath your shoulders or along your side bodies. And you'll press up to plank pose or to your hands and knees. And then downward facing dog or puppy pose or child's pose. And stretch your right leg back behind you. Breathe in. And step your right foot forward for pyramid. So you'll stay low. And I like to actually bring my left foot in and out a little bit to the left and forward a little bit. You can even have your hands on a block. Lengthen out over the right leg. And then gently fold down towards it. And then from here, you can stay or come into twisting triangle. Twisting triangle, you rise up to your left fingertips or left hand on a block, and then take your right arm and twist it towards the sky, pulling the right hip back, extending the spine forward. Yeah, or you can stay in pyramid. Right hand can be on your right hip. Good, Dad. Right hand to right hip. The hips back, heart forward, expand from the inside out. Take one more breath. Good, and then you'll bring your hands down, but walk them all the way around to the left. Turn your feet to parallel. Toe heel your feet wider apart, once, twice, maybe 3 times, and bow forward. Straddle forward fold. You can let the crown of your head rest on the ground. Good, Sylvia. Sway your hips forward slightly towards the toes. Good, Cheryl. Yeah, your head can rest on a pillow or block, blanket. Ginger, you okay? Breathing wherever you are, breathing. And child's pose is fine anytime, remember. Good job, Ginger. Good. Walk your hands back around to your right foot and step your right foot back to meet your left. You can go back to downward dog or child's pose. Puppy pose is fine too. And breathe right there. Breathing. Good. Lift your left leg up and back. It can be from hands and knees or from downward dog. Step forward, left foot to left hand for pyramid. Step the right foot in and up. This is the last of our standing poses. You want a shorter stance. Your hands could be up on a block or chair, works too. Pull your left hip back, draw your left hip back. And just listening to and being with the sound of your breath. Your breath right here. And then stay, or twisting triangle. You can come up to your left fingertip, or right fingertips, and take your left arm to the sky. Good, and open up through your heart space, open through your chest, expand from the center out. Your hand can be on your hip if you need. Good, Pam, pull the left hip back, right hip forward, Kathy, nice. Pull the floating ribs in a tiny bit. And then hands down, and you'll walk it around to the right, straddle forward fold again. Walk your feet away from each other. Straddle forward fold, good, Linda. Yeah, good. And bow forward, so wide leg, side facing, forward fold. You're facing the side of the mat, Fred. Turn the other way, so you're facing the long edge. Yeah, take your feet wide, wide apart till the hands touch. Maybe the crown of your head touches. It's okay to add a soft bend in the knees, but lift the hips towards the ceiling. Hips up. Really good work. Walk your hands back around to your front foot and step it back to downward facing dog or child's pose or puppy pose. Maybe take your feet wider apart or hands back 6 inches or feet back 6 inches, hands forward, get longer. And then set your knees to the floor, come into child's pose if you aren't already there. Bring your big toes to touch, your knees wide apart. Set your forehead to the floor or make a pillow out of your forearms. And notice, just notice your breath. Notice how your body feels. Noticing the effects of these powerful poses on your physical being. Physical, emotional, mental well-being. Giving up what you must right here, letting go of stress, worry, thoughts that aren't serving you, things you can't control. Focusing on your health, your mental and physical well-being. Coming from that place of stillness, of that eternal presence of you, like who you are separate from who you are in the world, like really like your gifts you're born with, like finding your essence, like being with that never changing, always present self that's inside. All right, we're going to come into a pose called deer right here. And if you have a bolster, you might want it, but you don't have to have it. But a bolster or a pillow can be helpful here. And you'll bring, if you can, your right hip against the bolster. I'll show you with it and I'll show you without it. And so you come onto your, like a seat like this, both legs folded to the left. So both legs folded to the left. And you'll twist to the right. You have a pillow or a couch cushion or something or a blanket, you'll push it up against the right hip, and then you'll come forward over drape your body over the bolster, and you can turn your right cheek or left cheek to the bolster. If you don't have the bolster, the pillow, you can still do this. You come forward onto your forearms, twisting towards the floor. You can eventually come all the way down. Either way, absolutely fine. So with a bolster or a cushion or pillow and blankets, or without. Good, and we'll be here about 3 minutes. So it's a gentle twist, yeah, abdominal twist. Good, very good. If you're confused, let me know. Yeah, that's it, Nicole, exactly. Nice, Peggy. Caitlin, it's nice to see you in the slow class today. And then direct your breath, like direct your breath to the pockets, tight pockets, the numb places, places in your body that need it most. Last few moments here, see if you can relax even deeper. Letting another layer melt or dissolve. And then slowly come on out. And you'll just take your time and go to the other side. So you can either switch to the other hip, or you can move the pillow to the other side. Bending your knees up like a deer, and then you lift and lengthen and twist to the left or to the other side. Some of you are on different sides. And fold forward again. Good, Rita. Most of you will be on the left hip this time. Bring the pillow to the other side, good. And then fold your abdomen over the pillow or the floor. You can be on your forearms. Let the back hip or upper hip be heavy. Soften in. And never strain or force your breath. Just slowly and gently let your breath move in and out of your body. Slowly inviting the inhalation to move more deeply into your body. Let the air come to you. Imagine that the breath breathes you. A nice, soft, easy exhalation. Feel your diaphragm, lungs, ribs, and the muscles of respiration contracting to press the breath out in a steady and focused stream. Just following the breath with your mind's eye. Nice, easy rhythm. If you feel anxious or agitated with the breathing, just let it go and find just a nice, safe place again. Acknowledging and honoring your body and the process that you're in, wherever you are. All right, slowly and gently come on up. And you'll spin the back leg around to the front. You can put the pillow to the side for a moment. Bring your feet together, knees apart, so you're in Baddha Konasana. Walk your feet away from the body a little bit. And then gently fold forward towards your toes. Head towards your toes. You breathe into the space above the kidneys, just at the back of the body. That's where your adrenal glands lie. Breathe into the space right above the pelvis, the back of the body. Try to expand there with every inhale, and every exhale you release a little further, letting go a little more, softening in. Gently come up with your hands. You'll draw your knees together. And then you'll come down onto your back for hips on a block or a bolster or a pillow. You can use a pillow or blanket or bolster underneath your hips or a block. You can go under the hips. You lay down. And then slide something under. And it can be your hands even. It can be your forearms even. If you don't have a prop, don't worry. Forearms work fine. And then you'll take your legs up to the ceiling. A gentle inversion, or you can take your legs up a wall if you have a wall nearby, or you can rest your shins on a chair or a couch. A great place to be. If you need a roll under the neck, you feel like your neck needs some support or head needs some support, just roll a blanket or towel underneath your neck. Good. There's so many beautiful benefits to the inversions. Just reversing the flow of gravity, bringing lightness in the legs. Reduces swelling and fatigue in the legs. Or finishing postures that you like. You can take a twist, simple twist, or set yourself up for Savasana. Yes, and you'll begin to make your way into Shavasana, finding this rest. Gently begin to move your fingers and your toes. Just feel back into your physical body. And then bend your knees and you'll roll to your right side, curl up into a fetal position. And then from that same side, you can use your hands to press yourself up to seated. Touch the palms of your hands together. Just bring your thumbs to your heart center. Just take a moment here to acknowledge yourself. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. And I deeply see and acknowledge each and every one of you. And thank you for showing up today. Thank you for practicing today. And go out and share the shine with those around you. Namaste.